good afternoon. Happy New Year, everyone. It's 2021. And today is our first day back for lessons, and it's our first theory video for the new year. So today we're going to start talking a little bit more about scales, and I'm going to help you. It's a sheet in your workbook that looks like this, and we're going to be using this for the next several weeks. So what we're going to be talking about is the order of the sharps. So like if you're playing the C major scale, we don't use any sharps, but when we go to the G major scale, we use 1. The D major scale uses 2, and so forth. So it's all the way down. So I'm going to show you today how to draw your sharps in and an easy way to learn the order of sharps. So that's kind of our goal for today. Practicing our scales, the C scale, the G scale, and the D scale. That's going to be this week because most of us have already played the C and the G, and some of us have already played the D scale. So we're going to make sure we can play those 3. No sharps in the C, 1 sharp in the G scale, and 2 sharps in the D scale. But the order of the sharps is always the same. And that's what I'm going to help you learn today. Okay? All right, so as I go over to my staff, I'm going to draw a treble clef first. Okay, so if you'll go ahead and make sure you have that drawn in your workbook on your notebook paper. Okay, so this is the treble clef. Like I said, the C scale doesn't use any sharps, but when we go to the G scale, we have to put in 1 sharp. And the way that we do that is we draw a tic-tac-toe sign, and we make sure that top line is right through the center of the tic-tac-toe sign. And we call those sharps in music. So that is our F sharp. So when we play the G scale, we have to have 1 sharp, and that's our F sharp. Now when we have 2 sharps, we're going to have the F sharp still, and we're adding another sharp. We're going to add C sharp. So here's F, A, C. That 3rd space is our C. So we're going to put that space inside the middle box of the middle of that little tic-tac-toe box. So now we have F sharp and we have C sharp. Okay, so make sure you write that down. F and C. That's when we're playing the D major scale. We have 2 sharps. Okay? Now here's the last one that we're going to go over today, and that's the A major scale, and it uses 3 sharps. So we know that this is F sharp, and the note right after F is G, and the space above the staff. So we're going to put our tic-tac-toe sign center of the box as if it were a G up there. So now we have in order an F sharp, a C sharp, and a G sharp. F, C, and G. And that's what we use in the A major scale. Okay, now I told you I would help you to learn the order of the sharps. So I'm going to write a sentence out for you, and this sentence is going to help you remember the order of the sharps. Okay? Fat cows go dancing at every ball. Fat cows go dancing at every ball. So we take the F, that's our first sharp, F sharp, F, C, F, C. Fat cows go, F, C, G. And then our next sharp would be D, the next one would be A, then E, then B. Okay? So this week I want you to memorize that little sentence, fat cows go dancing at every ball. That's your homework. Fat cows go dancing at every ball. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. So when I play the C major scale, let's do a little quick review. The C major scale starts on C and ends on C, and it uses 1, 2, 3, then the thumb under. Coming backwards, we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The third finger crosses over. So that's our C major scale. Now, I would like for you to be able to do that in the left hand as well. You'll just do it in reverse. Instead of starting on 1, you start on 5 on low C. C, D, E, F, G. Then the third finger crosses over. A, B, C. Now we're going down, so we only play 3 and then put our thumb under. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have our chord progression that we learned last semester with the 1, 4, 1, 5, 7, and back to 1. Okay, so we're wanting to do our chord progression with each of our scales as we're practicing those. So that's the C major, no sharps and no flats. Now when we do the G major scale, we said we have to use 1 sharp, and that's the F sharp for the G scale. So I'm going to start on G and I'm going to end on G, but I have to have an F sharp right before my last G. So here it is. So that was G, A, B, thumb under, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Now coming backwards, we're going to use all 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the 3 over, 3, 2, 1. Now when I came down, I was playing G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. Now left hand, you're going to start on your pinky on G. You'll use all 5 and then cross the 3 over. G, A, B, C, D, 3 goes over. Then F sharp, and then 1. Now going down, we have 1, 2, 3, thumb under. Don't forget we're using F sharp, so when we play our chords, the number 1 chord, every other note, G, B, D, that's the 1 chord. The 4 chord, G, C, E, back to our 1 chord, G, B, D. Now our 5, 7 has an F sharp on the bottom and a C and a D. 5, 7, and back to the G chord, the number 1 chord, G, B, D, all skips. Okay, now that's our G scale. So far we've done the C scale, no sharps. We've done the G scale with 1 sharp, F sharp. Now we're going to do the D scale, and the D scale uses F sharp and C sharp, 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. Fat cows, F and C. Fat cows go dancing at every ball. So our scale uses 2 sharps. It's the D scale, and it's F sharp and C sharp. Here we go with 1, 2, 3, thumb under. D, E, F sharp, thumb under, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Now going down, I'm going to go use all 5 fingers first. D, C sharp, B, A, G. Cross my 3 to F sharp. E is 2 and D is 1. Okay, So that's our D scale. When I do it in the left hand, I start on 5. I use all 5. Start on 5, use all 5. If I start on a 1, I can only play 3 notes and 1 goes under. So if I'm starting on 5, I use all 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now my 3 goes over. All right, let's do that again. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. D, C sharp, B, thumb goes under. Now, you make sure you're trying this as well. So when we play our chords, we've got a D, an F sharp, and an A for our number 1 chord. When we play the 4 chord, we've got a D, G, and B. Back to the D, F sharp, and A. Now C sharp on the bottom with G and A. That's 5, 7. And back to the 1 chord D, F sharp, A. Okay, good. All right, so you practice that. Now you've done the C scale, the G scale, and the D scale. The last one we're doing today is the A scale. And the A scale uses, 3 sharps. Here they are. F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. F, C, and G. Fat cows go. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. So now if I'm starting on an A, B, C sharp, thumb goes under, D, E, now 2 sharps side by side, F sharp, G sharp, and end on A. I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now going backwards, start on 5, use all 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the 3 to the C sharp. All right, now I want to do that just again, and this time I'm going to say the letter names as I play it. And I'm starting on the high A, coming down backwards, finger number 5. 5 is on A, 4 is on G sharp, 3 is on F sharp, 2 is on E, 1 is on D. So I've played 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming down. 2 of my sharps I've already played. Here's the last one I need to play. 3 goes on the C sharp, then 2, then 1. So that's my A scale. So hopefully you'll be able to start playing the left hand and then the right hand, or vice versa, and then slowly putting them together. So if we were doing the C scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, no sharps, this is how it would sound when you put hands together. Going backwards. Okay, so start listening for that chord progression. 1, 4, 1, 5, 7. And let's get good at those this semester. We want to be really able to move through the chord progression without having to stop and think a lot. It'll just become automatic. All right, so we've done the C scale with no sharps, the G scale with 1 sharp, F sharp, the D scale with 2 sharps, F and C, and we did that last scale, the A scale, that uses 3 sharps. F, fat cows go, F, C, G. Fat cows go dancing at every ball. So that's our sentence we want to memorize for the order of the sharps. And it'll help you as we add these other scales on for you to quickly be able to identify which scales use which sharps. Okay, so hopefully that was a good review of scales. Now I'm going to go on next week, so we will be playing, adding the 4 sharps and maybe even 5 sharps. but definitely 4 next week. And then we'll do some of our warm-up activities. So if you know this warm-up exercise, make sure you're practicing it. It's one of my favorites. So hope you have a great week this week, getting back into practicing. I look forward to seeing all of you at your lesson this week. And again, Happy New Year.